Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this morning to learn a little bit more about Exact Contact's Social Stream feature, our automated social media marketing system. And we're going to talk a little bit about social media and the importance of it, and then I'll dive right in to the system, how to set it up, how it works for your business, and how you can turn it on in your Exact Contact account. If you've already started using Social Stream, you'll probably learn something today about how it should be set up, how it could be set up, and you may want to tweak some of your settings as you get into it. So let's jump right in. I've set this up to be 30, 45 minutes. I want to get you guys back to your business as quickly as possible. So we'll keep it short and to the point. I will just add one little housekeeping item as we jump in. I do have Vicky on the line with us today. She's in the Q&A box, so you can find that questions box in your GoToWebinar dashboard, and you'll be able to pop in any questions there. Vicky can answer you in real time as I'm chatting, and I'll try to pause towards the end and see if there's any questions that are applicable to the group, and we'll get those answered out to everybody across the board. So without delaying any further, let's jump right into this whole social media marketing thing. I know it's something that everybody kind of thinks about. We know we're supposed to be doing it, but why? Why does it matter? And it matters because that's where the consumers are, right? That's where the people that need to see your information are connecting with others. That's where they're going to see you. So, I mean, if you look at that stat in the middle there, 99% of millennials and 90% of baby boomers begin their home search online. And 97% of users use Facebook. That's one of the three major social media tools that those millennials, home buyers, home sellers, no matter what age group you're targeting, they're on Facebook, and it's why Facebook is one of those top social media tools used by real estate professionals, accountants, etc. So, we want to have business on Facebook, and that means you have to have a Facebook business page. And so if you're just using your Facebook personal page to advertise your real estate business, it's definitely time to update to add a business page. You can do that pretty simply. Just log into your account and then put them into click the little button at the top that says add a page, and you're going to turn on that business page feature. Facebook has certain limitations and algorithms in place that actually don't really want you to post things like your listings and your business related items on a personal page. They do want you to flip that over to a business page. So if you haven't done that yet, great idea to do so. Takes just a little bit of work to get the new page created, set up some branding, and then you're sort of separating that from yourself personally. And there's good reasons behind that. You can, of course, ask all of your personal followers to go and follow your real estate page, right? Start with your friends and family, and you'll grow from there. So, why real estate agents need social media? And it is because that's where, as we just said, that's where the home buyers are. 60% of millennials are home buyers, and they're on social media. So, we're looking at stats here just about who is on social media, right? Realtors, yourselves, are using social media on a daily basis. Home buyers are using social media on a daily basis. And those who are marketing their real estate on social platforms like Facebook are truly seeing growth within their business. And it is being able to put content out on your social media that engages those that are following you, that then, they share it. It helps you engage more followers, new people added to your network. And that's where that business growth is coming from. Now, despite the large number of realtors and marketers using social media, Facebook, and other platforms for their marketing, only 44% actually know how to measure their return on investment. And there's sort of twofold on that ROI, right? There's a cost, right? And you can do a lot of things without cost on platforms. There's also your time cost. And that's where a tool like Social Stream comes in, because there's really a really low time cost, really low investment from you in terms of time and value. So why do we want to look at social media, and what are our best practices? There's sort of different legs to that stool. You have to be providing a mix of content. So it's not just about posting listings. It's not just about posting local content. You're sort of providing a mixture of that. So it's that personal local content, unique professional content, and it will engage your followers because you're providing more than just real estate all the time. So that's where the social stream piece comes in. It will help you by posting lifestyle related topics to your social media platforms. And then of course, there's landing pages that help you capture those leads. So when someone's reading the article, you have the opportunity to invite them to then like your page. So, we're just wanting to create that engagement, and you're doing so by providing great quality content. The more visual, the better. And we'll show you in just a second what those social stream posts look like. It's photos, videos, if you're posting things like your listings, make sure there's virtual tours. So it is a visual sort of platform. Think about when you're sitting on your couch and you've got 10 minutes, or you're in between appointments and you've got 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and you start scrolling, right? And the things that catch your eye are the things that you stop your scroll on and perhaps click on. So whether you're posting listings, whether you're posting, just images that correspond to something local that you wanted to post about, or whether you're posting more general interest articles and content, there does need to be a great visual to it. And of course, always responding to comments. If somebody likes it, if somebody comments on it, we just have to keep them engaged, right? And so respond to those comments. You get the notification, make sure you're sending back some kind of response if people are liking and commenting and adding content. And of course, where you can, where it's appropriate, don't forget those hashtags. And if you're not familiar with hashtags, Google it, find out more about it. I'm not going to dive deep into that today, but hashtags are essentially keyword tags. And they are things where if someone has this particular interest, they can search based on those. They'll also have content that's tagged in that way come up in their newsfeed because it's tagged in that way. So those hashtags are so important, just in getting people. Most of you are probably familiar with sort of keywords in the back end of your website. Hashtags work in a very similar way in social media. So if someone's searching for a particular keyword, your post is more likely to show up. So I'm going to jump right in and get you into Social Stream. So of course, most of you are familiar with your Exact Contact dashboard. And when you log into Exact Contact, you'll see down the left-hand side in the blue menu, your button for Social Stream. If you have not yet turned on Social Stream, your first 30 days are free. And then after your 30 days, it's $20 a month. I encourage you to set it up. Go through that 30-day free trial. Set it up, see if it's working for you. Get the content out onto your social media and see what a difference it makes in your page on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, any of those 3 platforms it will automatically post to. And I think you'll find that the content is valuable and that it is drawing more attention to your page, because it is so much, it's creating so much more interest than you may be creating at the moment if you're not already posting to a lot of social media. So when you click that Social Stream button, you will be taken to your user profile, and it will say Social Stream, and it will say activate Social Stream. When you do that, the little pop-up will come up and just remind you that it's a 30-day free trial, and all of the details about the 30-day free trial and the payment afterwards. You can always come back here and turn it off at any time. So you can click deactivate your Social Stream account. So I am going to click that social stream button, and because we have already set up our account, it's taking me into the dashboard for my social stream. When you first log into your social stream, let me just pop in here and disconnect something so that it will let me go back to the setup of the account, hopefully. There is a little setup wizard. There we go. That's what I want. I want to finish my account setup. So when you log into Social Stream the first time, you'll be presented with this little get started. And it's sort of like the exact contact setup wizard. It posts, it's going to help you create your landing page with your branding and connect to your social media pages, as well as choosing your content types and so on. So again, some of this will be populated automatically from your exact contact account. If you've entered things like your title, if you've uploaded your photo, they should populate over automatically here. If you have a new headshot and you want to update it, do that in your exact contact user profile, but you can also simply upload a new photo here. You're going to also set up your brand. So your company name, if you have a slogan, and your logo, again, should have auto-populated. If not, you can always pop it in here just by clicking browse and choosing that file on your computer. And I'll show you in a moment where that branding and where your contact information and headshot are going to end up. So your social networks, and I can't do this today just because I'm not actually connecting this to my Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn. You click this button and you're going to get a little pop-up that asks you to log into Facebook. So you're connecting to your Facebook, or you're connecting to your Twitter, you're connecting to your LinkedIn. It does not post to Instagram. We always get asked if it posts to Instagram. Instagram doesn't have the capability to auto post to Instagram. It's actually an Instagram limitation, not a social stream limitation. And the other reason, and you'll see why in a moment when I show you what the article looks like on social media and how the functionality works, is that Instagram is meant for images. And what we are posting here are articles. And although there's a great image associated with that article, you do have to be able to click on that to link through to the landing page where the person would view the article. And as you know, Instagram doesn't have the ability to include hyperlinks in your post. If you type a hyperlink into your post content, they don't make it clickable. And that's a limitation of Instagram. You end up having to put things in your bio page and so on. So it's just not compatible with Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of those are able to auto post. So click the button, connect the ones that you want to connect. When you're connecting your Facebook, you will log in as yourself, but again, you will then choose your business page. Facebook, again, has certain settings in play here where the auto posting service can only post to a business page. It will not allow you to post to a personal page. So it is really important to have that business page. So connect up your social media, whichever ones you'd like. It will ask you to acknowledge here that just due to security on those particular platforms, it may prompt you to re-authenticate every so often. It's approximately 60 days. Essentially, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn in their security settings want to make sure that you're still wanting certain things connected. So you'll get an email, it'll prompt you and let you know that, yes, I do need to acknowledge that I may have to re-authenticate at some point. And now we get into the actual setup of when things are going to post and what is going to post. Social Stream will post for you up to 3 times a day. And research has been done by social media marketers that show that 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and 6 p.m. are the best times to post because that's when people are most active on their social media. So morning, afternoon, evening, choose which times are best for you. You can choose all 21 times a week if you'd like, but that's a lot because you are still going to be posting your personal content, your listings, your real estate related business content. So choose the times that you'd like. You can always adjust these later. You're next going to choose your publications. So you'll notice there's a number of publications here. These are the publications that Social Stream has a relationship with. So some of these publications are actually subscription content, and because of the partnership with Social Stream, we have access to that content for you. This solves your searching for content problem, right? And there's always this sort of, you're reading an article and you think, oh, that's a great article, I'm going to bookmark it and I'll post it later. And then 6 weeks later you see that bookmark and you're like, ah, shoot, it's a little out of date now, and we never posted it. This is how Social Stream is helping you. It's generating that content. It is fresh content. It's not last year's articles. It is articles. You choose actually how recent the articles are. The default is the last 30 days. So these are all articles that were published within the last month. So you can choose which publications to include or exclude. Our Canadian customers often turn off the US news type sources because they're the most likely to have market updates and market information. And conversely, for our US customers, you may want to turn off the Toronto or Canadian based news sources. Just again, might have Canadian content. But most of these articles and topics are more general interest. So you then choose which publications do you want to include or exclude. And you can choose whether you're going to include them all, whether you're going to turn to, if there's certain topics that you don't have any interest in, that you don't want to talk to people about, that you would never dream of having a conversation about, turn off those topics, right? If you don't cook, if you don't create your own do your own DIY stuff at home, you're like, oh God, if somebody were to have a conversation with me about that, I would say, hey, I know a person that you can hire for that. Turn off the DIY. You choose. You're in control of which topics you include or exclude. And of course, then it's just going to tell you that you've finished your account setup. Mine says that social networks were not connected because, as you saw, I didn't actually connect that to my Facebook. Because I don't have a business page for real estate. So yours will all be green check marks and you're good to go. Once you've set that up, you can literally, you've set it and forget it. So when those articles go out onto your social media, based on the schedule that you've chosen, the publications you've chosen, and the topics you've chosen, they look something like this. So as you can see, nice big image and the topic of what this article might be about. So someone might see this house and go, oh, what's that? And they stop and they think, oh, I do want to know about that. And when they click on this article, and here's the magic. When they click on the article, they go to a landing page with your branding next to the article, and a pop-up asks for their contact information. And we're using our friend Dennis here with Next Home Prestige. He is an Exact Contact customer, obviously. And the way Dennis has it set up is there's a slight delay in when this pop-up form occurs. So someone lands on this page, they may review the title a second time, they may even start reading the first sentence depending on how quickly they read, and then a pop-up reminds them that, hey, I provide great content and I'd love to be able to continue to provide you great content. Please fill out the form below. So they're going to give you their first name, last name, and email address. This automatically puts a lead into your Exact Contact account. And with the lead capture settings, again, I'm in the user profile here under lead capture. The default is that you automatically get an email notification when you get a new lead. You can also turn on a text message notification. So you're getting a little text ping every time you get a new lead. There's no charge for that, by the way. You're just turning it on. And you can choose to have a drip campaign automatically assigned to all of your new leads, and even have an autoresponder going out. And that autoresponder could have something like a little video in it to say, hey, thanks for contacting me. I'll get back to you within X amount of time, whatever your video message might say. Again, it could just be a message that's in text in your email, but the video is a great touch. And whether you're doing it through BombBomb like we are here, which is connected to Exact Contact, or whether you're inputting an image and linking it to your YouTube channel, wherever your videos are stored, it's just a great interactive way to connect with people. So when your social stream leads, just like any other lead landing in Exact Contact enters the system, you can have them receive an autoresponder. You can have them automatically assigned to a drip campaign, and you're getting a notification in real time that you have this new lead. So great way not only to get content out onto your social media, but then to also generate potential leads from that social media content. And essentially what you're going to be doing is then following up with that person over time. By the way, in the system, you can also, under the settings for your e-newsletter, ensure that all newly captured leads get your next monthly e-newsletter. So there's a whole bunch of touches already set up automatically just by new leads entering the system. So Social Stream creates the content, or curates the content rather, auto posts it to your social media, creates this great landing page and pop-up form, and gives people access to excellent content. Again, all in one platform. Think about how much time we spend on social media every day if they don't have to go into other platforms to get that content. Now, if you noticed, I clicked the no thanks button, so it's not a forced form. Someone can read the little form and go, no, I just want to read the article, and say no thanks, right? So they don't have to. You can change the settings of that form if you want it to be forced. It takes the no thanks button out, and the person has to provide their contact information to continue reading the article. So that's up to you. The default is that it is an optional form. So, just depending on how gated you want to make that content. Typically, having the option is good, but it's really up to you whether you want to change that. In that Social Stream dashboard, you do have the ability to change your settings at any time. So if you decide at some point, hey, you know what, I think I'm posting not enough, or I'm posting too often, you can come back and adjust your scheduling and change when your posts are going out. You can also adjust how automated it actually is. So completely automated is the default, where it sends out the post at the pre-scheduled times based on the criteria you've chosen. You also can pull that back a little bit and have something like automated queuing. This is the most popular because it still posts automatically, but it sends you an email in advance of the posting time, and it shows you what the article is. You then have the opportunity to decline the post or request a new article. So you can say, yeah, I don't love that one, show me something else. And the system will still automatically post if you do nothing. So if you got the notification but you were busy and you never read the article, it will still post at the scheduled time. Semi-automated queuing, it does the same thing. It sends you an email in advance, but it requires your approval. So meaning nothing will be posted unless you read it and say, yep, that one looks good. So that's why the automated queuing tends to be the more popular, the more appropriate, because you have the option to review it, but it means that you're never missing the opportunity to post the content. So think about like the semi-automated queuing, it'll make the suggestion of an article, but if you don't say, yep, that one is good, then nothing happens. So if you get really busy or you don't see the email, then you're going to miss out on the opportunity to post that piece of content. So automated queuing tends to be the most popular. And of course, your publications, you can always come back here and adjust which ones to include or exclude. Same thing with your topics. You can come back here and choose which ones to include or exclude at a later date and just save it. The system, by the way, will always show you how many articles in the library fit the criteria that you've selected. So if you start eliminating, if we start eliminating publications and we start eliminating a lot of topics, this number is going to decrease. If it gets to, I think it's less than 50, then the system gives you an alert. It says, there's fewer than 50 topics, you may want to open up your criteria a little bit. And it just prevents you from sort of narrowing things so much that then the system wouldn't be able to post content because there just isn't enough content. And all of these articles, by the way, are within the last 30 days. You can expand that a little bit, you can pare it back a little bit. There will be seasonal items, especially as we go into the holidays. So, be flexible with your topics. That would be my only advice. If you know there's something that you don't ever want to talk about, science, get rid of that. Turn it off. But try to be as open and flexible as you can be, because that just creates a much more sort of open posting platform when you're sending content out to your social media. So yeah, that's Social Stream. It's pretty straightforward. Again, you'll log into your exact contact account, click the Social Stream button here, or again, from your user profile, you can click the Social Stream button, activate here, and that will turn on the Social Stream feature for you. Again, it is 30 days free, and then just $20 a month after that. So let me get back to my social Stream slides here. If you're not yet an Exact Contact customer, you don't have access to the CRM, we do have a free trial for you. Go to exactcontact.com/webinar and you'll start your free trial of the CRM platform. And then again, log in and activate your 30-day free trial of SocialStream. For those of you that are already Exact Contact customers, which I believe is the majority of today's webinar attendees, appreciate you again spending your time with us this morning. You can simply log into your account, activate your 30-day free trial of SocialStream, and then follow the steps. If you need any help with it, if you're having trouble connecting it, or if you want someone to walk you through it, call our amazing support team. Those of you that have called them before know that support's fabulous. They'll spend the time walking you through it, making sure it's set up and connected. If you are going to call support for help with SocialStream, a couple of key things to remember is you will need to know your social media platform logins, your email address, and your password. Our support team's fabulous, but they don't know that information. Only you know that information, so have that handy. If you don't remember your Facebook password because it's logged somewhere in like your browser, your Google Chrome, you can use the settings in use your Google settings to find your passwords in the where they're saved, or reset your password so that you do know the password. So those are important. You'll also want to have your headshot and your logo handy to make sure that that branding is set up. So when people are landing on that landing page, they're seeing your branding and your contact information, your lovely face next to the article as the provider of the access to that content. So again, exactcontact.com/webinar for the for setting up your CRM account if you haven't yet done that. And then of course, log in and activate your 30-day free trial of SocialStream. You'll just click on the SocialStream button. And again, that's in that left-hand menu down the side here. You'll click your SocialStream button. So I'm going to look at the questions and see if there's anything that Vicki didn't get to. I know she's been doing a fabulous job. And let me just see here. Great feedback from everybody. I love it. I think I've answered most of these questions. Of course, the Instagram question I see, and yeah, the system, you know, if there's just an Instagram limitation, it's not meant for something that's clickable. And the whole design behind this is that when someone sees the article, they're able to click it and land somewhere else. Instagram just doesn't let you do that. Maybe at some point they'll change how their functionality works and we'll be able to post there. But that is the main reason we don't post to Instagram. I know Maria has asked a question here. If posting automatically, how does the system choose the topics in order for them to be different? You're choosing a variety of topics, Maria. So the articles will sort of be curated and filtered in based on different topics. So if we look, you know, if we scroll through Dennis's page here a little bit more, there's something about, you know, pandemic and retirement. There's something about food. There's something about gardening, more about travel costs, year-end tax planning. So the variety is dependent on the variety of topics you've chosen. So you don't have to choose, because you're not choosing a single topic, the system will automatically choose from various topics and posts them in sort of random order in that sense. So again, thank you all so much for joining us. Vicki's done a fabulous job answering your questions. And if there are any additional questions after, as you're setting things up, then let us know, give our support team a call. They'll be happy to walk you through it. Our sales team also can help you walk through the setup of your SocialStream. And the number, of course, for support is at the bottom of your screen. Whenever you're logged into Exact Contact, just scroll to the bottom, support's here, or you can email them or chat. And our sales team number is this 866-665-0018. And our team would also be happy to answer any of your questions about turning on your SocialStream. So thank you guys. I told you I'd keep it short and sweet. Kept my promise, 30 minutes. So I appreciate you spending that time, and we'll let everybody get back to their day and their business. And we look forward to seeing you all on SocialStream. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.